Okay, so this video is going to show you how to customize a course, and that customization comes from having done something with your curriculum resource directory, which I did in a previous video. So let's get to it. Let's go to the courses. This is from the Planner Hub, okay? And I want to tell you, there's background. Those are my children. I apologize for any of that noise that's in the background. I can't control that. But anyway, okay. We're going to go here now to, let's see, so we're in the 7th grade, and we're going to try to give this math course a specific, a customized look. So remember, the English course had nothing. It was just basically, I didn't change any of the covers or anything. But we're going to change this math course. I'm going to use Zeta, which was a previous curriculum resource that I included. So let's just put in here Matthew C. And I'm going to put Zeta, okay? And before we change the cover and this little icon, we are going to go to a schedule type. I'm going to say it's a Monday through Friday. We're not going to worry about this yet. This has to do with the time frame, but we are going to connect it to a curriculum. But let's go here first to student info. It's already, yeah, she's already, that's all taken care of. So let's go to connect to curriculum. We hit this little box, and there's Matthew C. Zeta. Okay. And now we have all these little links that will help us put our pictures up here. Okay, so for the course icon, I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I right click and I hit copy link address. And I'm going to use it for this icon up here. And we're going to save that. Okay, and now we're going to change the cover as well. So the cover, I want to use the actual Zeta one, which is the curriculum cover. And I'll right click over it and do copy link address. Come back up here, change. And I'm going to go here to link where it says link. Hit Control V and submit. And there's the Zeta thing for that thing. Okay, great. So are we going to add this to the transcripts? No. So this is not a high school, so we don't have to worry about any of that. We do want to know about when the start date is. And I'm just going to go ahead and put today's date. I don't want to be I'm going to use today's date because I want to show you how it looks when we do lesson assignments. Okay, so we're going to actually use, let's just do, let's start on the 22nd, but let's just say the whole week it started, let's just say it started on Monday, April 20th. So today is the 23rd. So we'll just have it starting on the 20th because that's a Monday. My schedule type is a Monday through Friday. Okay, you can choose many different types. So these are the kinds that you can use if you want to. Okay, so now I'm going to go down here, course format. I'm going to just say it's parent-led if I want to. You don't have to. Let's see if there's anything else. Number of minutes, you can put there 50 minutes, 60 minutes, I don't care. I don't use that, but it's up there. State course code is specific for transcripts. You don't have to worry about that right now. Semesters or quarters, we are going to do it semesters and choose semester. I'm not going to do that yet because I am doing this as a full year. So it's going to be in 2 semesters. I'm going to put courses both semesters. Yes. All right. So we got this all basic set up. Okay, remember before we add any assignments, and if it's for a full year, we want to do all the customization first, and then we want to go back. We just click the back arrow up here. Okay, and we had the first and second for English. Now we're going to do the Matthew C. We're going to come over here and make sure, and we hit duplicate. And it's going to take a second here. It's going to duplicate. Just waiting a second here. All right, so now we have 2. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my original one. Open that up, and I'm going to call this first semester. I'm just going to put like that, first semester. I'm going to scroll down here. Choose semester. It's going to be first. I usually do put it at an end date, but you don't have to. So for now, you can leave that blank if you want to, or fill it out. So now I'm going to go arrow back again. And I'm going to do the second one. I'm going to erase this one because that just meant it was a duplicate. I'm going to put this and I'm going to put second semester. There you go. And I'm going to scroll down here. Second semester is right here. Okay, this is very important. We have a second course date. So in semesters, you usually have an end date. And I did not give you an end date for the last first semester, but I'm going to start a new, because I'm starting a new second semester. It's helpful to have another date start for the second semester. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it's September 7. And this is just, it's not real. So obviously, okay, it's like right here. I think this is even Labor Day, maybe. And we're going to put that there. And that's the first day for the second semester, supposedly. Obviously, it's not. A traditional school year, you start September, you end in January is the first semester. Second semester starts in February and goes through June. That's a traditional school year. All right, so let us go back now to, so if you want to end this video right now and just start adding courses by the curriculum resource, feel free to stop this video. I'm going to go ahead and continue and explain how to do assignments and what we're going to do with what we did with that course curriculum. All right, so moving on. Let us add lessons to Math UC. Okay, let's go to and open up first semester. Now, I want to show you, you want to scroll down here. As you're going here, you'll notice in here there's a little thing that says assignment. Next lesson order is 1, so that's a good thing. So we're first semester, and this page is strictly for adding lesson rows. And if you need instructions after this video, you click this button and it opens up and it gives you a step-by-step on how to do it. All right. So right now, this is if you want to add assignments after you've added lesson rows. But this is so. This part that I'm doing is just giving you the amount of lesson rows that you're going to be having for the year. So I'm going to add 10 lesson rows at a time. And because I picked the start date as April, it's starting to show all my April dates. Okay. And it's a Monday through Friday. So if you'll notice right here, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then it skips very easily into the next Monday. Okay. So we have all of that. And I want to show you, I forgot. Oh, I think I closed it. Shoot, I shouldn't have closed it. I'm going to quickly stop really quick to pull up my Google Sheet. Matthew C. Lessons planned for the year. Okay, that's going to be open. Okay, I wanted to make sure that was open. All right, so we can add lessons here if we want to right now too, if we want, but I'm not going to do that at this moment. If you want to see everything in there and you click this, you just hit the column right here and look for this wrap content, and it makes everything fit in the same box so you can see everything. And you can move these so it's a little bit easier to see. All right, so I added 10 rows right now. I'm going to go ahead and because let's just see. I'm not sure how many. Let's put. All right, so let's just say I have 30 lessons right now, and it ends on May 27, 2026. Okay. Before we do anything further, I want to go here where it says View School Breaks and Events. Is there anything in May? Well, this is for next year, May, but I'm planning right now, and so I can actually say, oh yeah, what is Memorial Day for this time in 2026? And it happens to be May 25th. So I'm going to close that out, and I know that because my daughter's birthday is near that date. So I'm going to come down here, and I see that May 25th is one of my lesson days, which I don't want. So before we go further, I'm going to click this. So this says New Lesson Rows. I'm going to go over here and find this one says Reschedule View. And it's going to be the same thing over and over again, but with the dates like this arranged. So let's look for May 25th. And okay, so right here. So I want to move all these lessons forward by 1. So I'm going to put in this box right next to it, the number 1. And oops, and just drag it down. So when you see that blue line, it allows you to drag. Okay, if there's no blue line, then it will clear it. You can drag it and it will now delete it all. See, okay, so I'll go to May 25th, and put a 1 there because it moves all my lessons day 1 day forward, and these ones will also move 1 day forward. So all my lessons from the 25th moved 1 day, everything else moved 1 day, okay? And we are good for all those lessons. But while we are here, because I do have a separate video for adding assignments, but I'm going to go ahead and do assignments right since we're right here, what that looks like, and we can just take care of that right now. So usually what happens is after I set up all my courses, I go to one page where it has all my assignments for every single person, all the courses, and I don't have to do it one by one, but I am here and I do have all those lessons available. And what I want to show you is how do I find the lessons to bulk here, because I did a bulk upload and I want to show you what that looks like. Okay. Oh, that's what I meant. Okay. So remember, we're connecting it to the curriculum. So I'm going to go right here, Matthew C. Zeta, because I had this pre-planned, and I'm actually going to look for the lesson plans. Remember, I have it up here too, but I forgot. In fact, I'm going to close that out. Okay. So I'm going to open this. I'm going to click it. I'm like, oh, there's my lessons. Okay, good. So now I have 30 lessons in my Matthew C course right now that I have. So I'm going to go up to the 30 right there. And I'm going to, and the way I did it is I selected the first one and shift all the way down to highlight everything. Hit Control on the letter C. And then I'm going to my curriculum course tab right here. I don't need to be in this anymore. I'm going to close that out. I'm going to scroll back down to the end of my courses. And here's my lesson name. Okay, I'm going to put here, click out, and you want to see a blue border. There's the blue border. As soon as you see the blue border, hit Control and the letter V as in Victor, and there's all your lessons. They're all instantly laid out there. Okay, this is wonderful. And so while we're on the topic of lessons and putting them in there, what happens if you want to reschedule? Say we missed April 20th, right? Because technically we had missed April 20th. We are now on April 23, which is today. And we want to make sure this lesson now gets caught up to April 23. So we have to push it 1, 2, 3 lessons ahead. So what I'm going to put here says Shift Lessons 3. So I wait for the blue, I put the number 3. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, so it moved it to April 23 now. So lesson 1 is now starting on April 23, but see how these are April 21? So then I just drag this all the way down. Okay, and stop at 22. Okay, now what happened here is that we have seen that we have now May 25th as well. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all these because we don't want to have those. As a second. Okay, so this changed to everything because now we have May 25th here, and I'm going to move this to 4. And this as the blue thing, and then scroll the rest of these down to 4. There. So now that fixed everything else. Okay, so that just helped me to make sure that I got everything done. And these are all Monday through Friday dates only. They don't include any weekends. All right, so let's look this, if we wanted to change this due date to a Saturday. So if you click on the final due date column, it will never show you a calendar. So don't ever do anything right in here. You want to go to set date is, and if you click on it, it opens up a calendar. Okay, so I want to make this the 23rd. I want to make it due on the 25th. And today is actually the 26th right now, but I'm just showing for this recording purposes. Let's just have that to be on Saturday. All right, so now this changes the final due date to show on the 25th. What happens to the rest of these? So if you look again here, the 24th was right here, was a Friday. So if we needed to add to get to the 27th, all we had to do is add 1 number to get here to make this to go to the 27th. So we just add 1 to the 3, and that becomes the 27th. And then we can scroll that all the way down. Let's go right there. Okay. Now I'm back here at the 4, and 25th is Memorial Day, so I want to make sure that I add 1 extra day to that. Oops, sorry. not 1, 5. Okay, and I'm just going to scroll the rest of those down to make sure all these also get adjusted. All right. Okay, so we took care of how to reschedule. Now, if you ever have to go back and say, oh, I just want to reset this, you just have to make any part here, you could just delete and clear it all out, just highlight it all down again and restart. Okay, so there, it just reset everything back to what it was, and clear this one out, you just hit clear. All right, so I want to explain something else on this page while we are at it, what the split lesson means. Okay, the split lesson is just if you had some days where you included 2 lessons and they only completed one of the 2 lessons. This is where the split lesson does. It just allows you to open up a new spot on here to include an extra day. So let's just show you what happens. So I hit split lesson, and now this is a new lesson in between lesson 1 and lesson 2. And so right now, lesson 1 only has one thing going on in it. But say I wanted to add something else extra, just say watch a video or something like that. So you can add extra lessons in between your lesson rows. That's just a way to do it. That's what the split lesson means. Let's see. Yeah, so that takes care of customizing a course using the course curriculum resource. And this also takes how to reschedule, using the shift lesson column right here. And hopefully this has been so helpful to you. Thanks for watching.